Hi guys, so this is a short little video on how to basically dress a candle. I know that some people like to buy their own prayer candles. I like to make mine. As you can see, I cut it with the rough edges. This one was the paper was too tall, so I ended up having to cut it just before the wings cut off. Anyway, so this is for anyone who is getting into the occult, anyone who would like to get into magic, would like to learn a little bit about witchcraft. So the first thing I want to tell you is always buy your own candle. And what I mean by that is buy a candle that is either plain or that hasn't been scented with some type of herbs, because that already has some type of energy in it, okay? So what I did was I bought a candle, and you can buy these like for like really cheap. I think they're like maybe $1.19 over at like Winco or somewhere, your local grocer. And what I did was I took off the picture. I think it was like I can't remember if it was like some sort of deity like the Virgin Mary, but anyway, I took it off, and what I did was I cleansed it. Now, there are several ways you can do this. What I like to do is I have two steps. The first thing I like to do is I like to run it through some incense. You can use white sage, but this time, because I didn't have any sage, I used Palo Santo. And then what I did was I used visualization. So I started from the center, worked my way up, around, and I visualized like smoke coming out of it, like gray or black colored smoke coming out of it, representing either energy or negative energy that this candle might have picked up. And then I did the same thing, start from the bottom, and then I went downward. So then that way it's also clearing out any energy from both sides. Now, when I invoke my intention into the candle, what I like to do is I like to start from the top, work my way down to the center, and then go around, and then the same thing with the bottom, is I like to start from the bottom, go up and around until I come back to where I had first initially started. So anyway, the second thing I did with this candle is I took a picture. Now, this is the Archangel Uriel, and as you can see, I'm working with a yellow colored candle. Always use the color that corresponds to the deity with who you are working with, okay? And then I also inserted my petition. You really can't see the hole, but there's a hole in there. And I used a pencil, okay? I just used like a little pencil just to poke it into the candle. And it already has its herbs. It has basically this person's name, date of birth, their picture, and all that stuff. And then I prayed over the herbs, and then what I did was I took dental floss and I binded it, and then I shoved it into the candle. It's really cheap to do this versus like, going and seeing a magic practitioner to have them do this for you. And what I will be doing, and you guys, there's several things you can do for this, but usually what I do is I always write my petition and then I'll glue it to the back. But because, as you can see, the picture is so big, I'm going to have no room for my petition. I am just going to have my petition right in front of me, and I'm going to say it out loud while the candle is burning, and I'm going to visualize positive things happening for this person who I'm going to be praying for, okay? You can also stick your petition into the candle, but I decided, since I already have the person's picture, name, and date of birth with the herbs, I am just going to use a prayer that I had written down, and I'm going to have it right in front of me, and I'm going to pray in front of the deity, okay? And this one is actually not a deity, it's an archangel. This is Archangel Uriel. This person basically is at a place in their life where they're kind of stuck, and Archangel Uriel helps us to decide what to do next. So anyway, you guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Comment, feel free to subscribe, or you can always send me an email if you have any questions or concerns, etc. All right, thank you for your time. All right, bye-bye, guys.